Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be about how to make this gorgeous brick stitch beaded earring, and it's so simple to do. It's a beginner friendly actually, so if you've been wondering how to start a brick stitch earring, this is a recommended video for you. Before we start anything, please share, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and if you're a new subscriber, I'd like to say welcome. Please share my videos and put your comments in the comment section to build this family together. Thank you for stopping by to watch this video, and let's continue with what we are here for. The materials for today's tutorial are all cylindrical beads, and they are Japan made, so quality. I bought these beads I think 2 years back, and they still look brand new, and they are not the usual round or toho seed beads that you used to see with most of my projects. These are cylindrical in shape, and so what I mean by cylindrical is, look at that. See, they look like a cylinder. I mean, not like literally cylinder, but they look like a little longer than the normal tohos you see, and they are all glass beads. Yeah, so I'm using white. They are all 11 O's as well. I'm using white, black, pink, blue. These are very beautiful blue, very nice blue, and purple. Now I'm also using hooks and beading needle of about 10 over 13. That means it's between 10 to 13. That's the size of the beads. And then this white nylon thread, it's really strong. I use this a lot in my tutorial because it's really strong. But when you get to use this kind of threads, please be careful that you don't make it too long when you are using your when you are maybe beading in and out. Try to make sure that you do it very softly and slowly so that it doesn't tangle. Okay. Yeah. And then of course my beading mat and my pair of scissors, which is not here yet. Yes, so let's get into the video now. Guys, the main idea of this tutorial is for you to know how to increase and decrease in brick stitch, because if I have to do it pattern by pattern, it's going to get really late. So if you know the foundation of how to start a simple brick stitch, you can do everything. Yeah, you can do every pattern. You can add every pattern or any other pattern, or even make your own pattern and make a beautiful earring or necklace pendant or whatever project you want to make in brick stitch. Okay, so the main idea is for you to learn how to do it. If you are a beginner, this is a recommended video for you. Okay, so please take this serious. Yeah, so let me start by with 2 beads. Okay, so I have zoomed this for you to understand it better. I hope it's not I don't lose focus here. So this is it. Don't worry about this part because I'm going to go through the first bead, then pull the thread out. Okay, so this is the first row, and then the second row you have 3 white beads, and if you want a pattern, you can go to Pinterest and check. Okay, maybe brick stitch free patterns, and then all the images are going to appear for you they are downloadable as well. Some of them are downloadable, and you can make your own diagrams or patterns. Okay, so on Pinterest is where I used to go and have my inspiration from. It's a really good platform for, beaders. Another thing about this bead is that it's not very uniform, so I kind of take my time to pick them. I want them very uniform. So this one, for instance, I feel like this bead is a little longer than this, but it's okay. It's fine. In case you buy your beads and you get to find these issues, don't get too worried. You just have to pick. Just make sure, it's not really rough. Like some are very big, some are too small, and this is going to make your work difficult. But when you have them, mine is not very uniform. They are okay. They are not just right, but they are okay. Yeah, they are okay, and then you can easily pick them up. So that's just fine. I can handle this. So this is the third row. Well, because I was talking, I couldn't explain how I increased it, but I know you get it. So on the fourth row, I would make you, or on the third row, this is the second row. So I mean, it's understandable. This is the first two. The second row is 3. So at least this will give you a hint that we are increasing something. Okay. Now on the third row, I'm going to pick purple. Did I say purple? I'm going to pick blue beads. Yeah, I'm going to pick 2 blue beads. Now in every increase or decrease, you'd have to start with 2 beads. Okay, so I'll pick 2 beads, 2 blue beads. Go from this is called a thread bridge. This here you see is called a thread bridge. Now I have 2 thread bridges on top of the beads, out of the beads in between. Okay, so I'll go through the first thread bridge, but if it were decrease, I would have gone through the second thread bridge. Now it's because I'm increasing, I'm going through the first thread bridge from here. Make sure they all lie on top, like so. And then whilst you go through the second bead, you make sure you go through the thread bridge under it, like that. Okay, you pull your needle out, and then you go through the same bead without going through the thread bridge, like that. And then I'll take another blue bead, like that. And then I'll pick a pink bead. Now watch this part very carefully. On the third part, there's another thread bridge in between these 2 here. Okay, so you go through this thread bridge. So don't be intimidated by saying it's difficult. It's really easy. Look at that. Or else I don't know how you do it. So this is the way. Okay, this is how you do it. You go through this thread bridge. Okay, then you pull your needle out slowly. So this is a nylon thread. In case you don't get a beading thread, you can use this kind of thread. I don't know if you have it in your various countries or locations. And then there you go. You have an increase. So you realize that this is not equal to this. They are not at par in length. And look at that. Okay, so this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Now the fourth row, this is the final row, and then I would do the rest offline, and then when I'm about to decrease, I'll come back and finish with it. So on the fourth row, I'm going to start with 2 pink beads. I'm actually doing a pattern, But like I said, I'm not going to go pattern to pattern, or else I'm going to really, you know, spend too much time, and this wouldn't help. So I'm taking the last row again in increase. So you watch how I do it. You go through the first bead, and then go through the second bead through the thread bridge. You pull your thread and your needle, and then you go through the same bead without going through the thread bridge, like so, and then you pull your thread with your needle out, and then you continue to bead. So this is how it goes. And then you pick 2 purple, I'm also going to make you you know, do a screenshot of the image that I'll create, so that in case you want to do the same thing, it would be easier for you. Okay, sorry for the sounds background, please. These are new neighbors. Am I doing the right thing? Nope. I'm supposed to pick blue beads, so I'll do this offline. So I'd have to pick a blue. The basic, I think the patterns are like, they are all triangle, some facing up, some facing down, which has created a very beautiful, you know, pattern. So this is simply called a brick stitch, like what I'm doing. So I'm going to put the last bead, which is a white bead, here. So we're going to repeat what we did on the other side, okay? Like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is it. I mean, I'll do the rest offline, and then later on get back to you when I have to decrease. Okay. So I'm going to go to the 10th row, and then get back to you to decrease. So I am done with the increase. I'll start with the decrease. So the steps are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All rows. There are 11 rows. And so this thread here is supposed to you know, help attach the hooks, the earring hooks, or better still, you can attach it yourself. Now you would understand what I mean when I get to, I mean, attach my hooks to it. If there's anything you wouldn't understand at this stage, when I get here, you get to know, you understand. Okay, so don't worry. So let's continue. Now to decrease, what we will do here is that I pick my beads, okay, and then I go through the second thread bridge from here. Second thread bridge, not the first one. The second thread bridge. Okay. And then when I'm done, you would see that it has shifted it has shifted a little bit, and there's a space from the beginning. So which means it's not going to increase, it's going to rather decrease. So see, there's a little space here, right? See, not a bigger one. You would realize that now this, I mean, the last row is a little longer in length than, I mean, the recent one I have started. So let's continue. I would add another So I'm pulling this too fast. That's why it's beginning to tangle. So you have to take care when you are using this kind of threads. And then I add my black. The pattern is a really nice pattern. And so when I'm done, I'm going to make you screenshot it. I'll show it to you so you screenshot in case you want the same pattern. You can you know. So this is what I mean. See what happened here. I will do this offline and get back to you. So I'll add 3 purples more. Let's see. I'm actually using a, so I'll add 3 purples more. You would not, I wouldn't pick all 3. I'll do it step by step. Hope at this point things are getting better with your, with the concept of brick stitch. It's a very simple stitch, very simple, one of the easiest you can find. Yeah, so you keep the thread bridges your targets. Yeah, that is what builds the beads. Okay, so make them stronger so they can really help you build. Yeah, so at this point I would stop here and then I'll get back to you on the last end. We'll add the last bead. We'll add the last bead. Okay, and wouldn't go any further, right? So it's only done in increases. Okay, increases, when you get to this stage you have to add another one to get it. So we realize that when we count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, so it has increased by what, 1. And you would know that the first and the last bead are also shifted. So this is when you realize that you are you are decreasing. Okay, so let me take the last row and then I'll do the rest offline. So I'll pick a blue, and with the decrease you also have to pick 2 beads also. So I'll pick a blue bead and I'll pick a pink bead. All right, and then you go from the second thread bridge like that. Okay, so if you were watching me from the beginning, you realize how I was fixing things, okay, and how I was attaching the beads. It's the same process, but just make sure that the thread bridges, the positions are, or how you add the beads are different from the increase. Okay, so it's the same process. Okay, it's the same sewing or adding of the beads to the thread bridge. In increase we start from the first thread bridge, and then in decrease we start from the second thread bridge. That's the only difference. Okay, so I'll go ahead to add another more pink. Yes, I'll go ahead to add another more pink. Then another one. So it will repeat itself until you get to your last end. Okay, now I'm here with you, so you would understand. By this point I'll stop and then get back to you when I build up to the last end. Okay, so I hope you get it. It's a really simple thing. You don't have to get worried. Just continue. Or if there's anything you don't understand, you can stop and play back and watch how I do stuff. It's the same process. There's nothing which is changed. If you want to add anything, just send me some message on the in the comment section and let me repeat if I have to. Okay, thank you so much. I'll meet you when I'm almost in the last row. So this is my final last but one. I mean, I have to add another blue. I can leave it like this and then attach my hooks to it, or I just want to finish. I'm going according to the pattern. So for you to understand, there's another one blue at the end here. So this is how the pattern looks like, you see. So this last one blue is going to be attached to this side. I'm going to sew it to this side, but it's not going to stand like this. So watch how I do this. So we have one last thread bridge. Okay, so look at this. So there's no other thread bridge, or this is a decrease till the end, and so I'm not going to add any bead to it. Okay, and obviously it cannot stand like this because of the thread, because of this. Okay, so for me, other people, I think I've seen in other where they leave it, I have seen pictures of, you know, other people who leave it like this, and then there's a bridge here. For me, well, I don't know if this is right, but I wouldn't want to see thread like this on my bead with brick stitches. So I would like to bend it like this. Okay, now I go from this side, and then I go through this bead here with the last end, see, and then it lies, okay, like this. So when you are done, you can go through some of the beads and then finally cut your thread. To secure the thread, you go through some of the beads. Okay, so I would show you this for you to make a screenshot in just about 10 seconds. Okay, so this is it. Take a screenshot if in case you are interested in following the same pattern. And then after, I would attach my hook this way. So I'm going to use the tail of the thread. From the beginning, I should have asked you to leave about maybe a length, okay, just a little bit more you know, thread before we started with the thread with the beading, yeah, or with the brick stitch. But in any case, if you don't have, if your thread is too short, you can start like this. Let me show you. You can as well start like this. Okay, you can just go through some of the beads and then in the end get to the side. It's very simple. And then when you are done, the tail of the thread, now before you start, you leave some part of the thread, okay, so that you can also go through some of the beads from, you know, from the back of the project so as to secure the thread or the bead, and then finally add your hook to it. It's very simple. Okay, so since I'm going to use this thread, I'm going to remove this and then add my needle, my thread to my needle. Okay, so I pick two beads, two white beads, then I pick my hook. Okay, I pick two beads as well again. Okay, and then this is what I do, like this. Then I'll begin to go through the beads one by one. So I'll go through it 2-3 times, or even the fourth time, so as to secure the thread, and then finally cut the thread. Sorry for the noise background, people. Yes, so this is just it. It's very simple, like that. Oh my god, see what happened? I just broke my needle, but I have extra, so it's really important when you are a beader, you should have extra for everything, guys. So at this point, I'm able to finish with the final project. And so this is the other pair. Okay, I was able to go through the beads 2 to 3 times, I think the fourth time. And finally, this is it. You can take a screenshot and then follow the patterns if you want. So thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please, if you have not and you are a new viewer, please subscribe so you can have new updates whenever I upload. And also please like, share, comment, and let's make this family a better one. Okay, my camera almost fell from my hands. Yes, so sorry about that, and see you on my next tutorial. Have a nice time. Bye bye.